Litchfield, Michigan.
And when she was there, she saw rows and rows and rows of echinacea. And she was like, hold on, we've got to do something with this. And what the Walleen family did was, well, they created this echinacea plant that was handpicked by Sandra Bennett. And so what you're bringing at home is something that just launched about 2 weeks ago. And it is Sandra's pick here in echinaceas that she saw while visiting the Walleens in Michigan. Emma 132059 is the item number. This is very popular. In the last 2 weeks, how many have been picked up? We're going to get you the number on that. I want to say it's something like 15. Okay, 1,400 were picked up in the last 2 weeks. $29.98. Your easy pay is $9.99. Why an echinacea? Let's start there.
Well, echinaceas are one of the easiest perennial, like flowering plants you can have in the garden. They're extremely dependable because they're North American natives. But this is an improvement on the traditional native echinacea because these are sort of like the lavender that we saw. They've been bred to be compact, so they only get around 16 to 20 inches tall and wide, as opposed to a few feet, which is a good thing because now you can put them in containers. You can line the front of your walkway. They're not going to be too sprawling or too big. And the colors that we have here, unlike the traditional natives, they're very, very bright. We've got these bright yellows and hot pinks and reds.
Well, yes, what you're getting at home in Sandra's collection is going to be one plant of the yellow, and the plant, by the way, is going to look like this when you get it at home. So this is what's coming your way. It even has that little yellow flower in the front of it. You're going to get one of these in the hot pink and one of these in the hot red.
Yep.
Now, this that we see, is this one plant?
Yes, this is your yellow,
wow,
the first season. So it'll get a little bit bigger by the next year, and then it will max out. It's going to start blooming for you at the beginning of summer. They don't stop till the first frost. It's such a fun and cute way to grow echinacea. A lot of echinaceas out there, they're just too big, they're too sprawling by the second and third year. These have been bred to be compact, to look great, and to have those bright, intense, rich colors that really make them like a mainstay in your garden, because echinacea, they're drought tolerant, they're deer resistant, pests do not like these, and they bring the pollinators home. So that is a bunch of great qualities. And finally, you know, winter hardy, they can handle drought, they love hot sun. So they've got all these great qualities that make them probably the easiest bedding plant you could grow.
You know, when you have something like this in your garden, you are bringing this cheerfulness, this personality. Yes. You're bringing something that is so vibrant and like it's totally summer. You look at these pictures and it is
especially that pink. You know,
right?
That pink does not come in natural wild echinacea. This is through successive breeding that you get that intense and vivid pink.
Okay, so if we were to, I mean, just go gallivanting around, you're going to find echinacea all across North America.
Yes, you will, and it will be sort of a washed out, muddy. You'd think like the flower was spent, but it's not. That's just what it is.
That's just the native echinacea that's there.
But
what you guys have done is you have been able to create this hybrid version that gives you that pop of color without losing the ability to really be planted anywhere in North America.
That's so true. And here we saw the yellow, here's that red. Now, these little centers of the flowers, they look spiky. They're not going to poke your fingers, but they are slightly spiky because those are seeds. So in the summertime, your pollinators, like the bees and the butterflies, are going to pollinate these. And then in the wintertime, if you leave these little cones here with the spikes, those mature into seeds. So your goldfinches and other birds will come and find food, which I love. And so another name of the echinacea is called coneflower, and you can see this one here. As the flower matures, the petals start to shoot down, as opposed to this one where they're a little bit more upright. Here they're definitely pronate, and so then this cone expands in size, and then that's when you know they're maturing. Don't cut them off. I mean, you can, but if you don't, then you're going to be feeding wild birds in the wintertime, which is so nice.
Wow, okay, less than half our quantity remains. There are less than 1,200 of these to go around, and that is it. I know 1,200 sounds like a lot. The other week we sold 3,500 of those, of the hydrangeas in 20 minutes. So, you know, 1,200, that is a little bit of cause for concern. Echinacea's always super popular here at QVC. The version that we have here is the one that Sandra Bennett picked out, the one that she picked out for you. she picked out those vibrant, bright colors. This is the yellow that you see. That hot pink, though, is one that you're not going to find elsewhere. That was a beautiful, beautiful pick here, and you're also getting a hot red as well. So with Sandra's collection in Echinacea, what we're seeing are these really vibrant, vibrant colors that bring personality.
Yes, and they're on plants that are compact because a lot of Echinacea, again, the wild native varieties, they don't look great after their second and third year. These do, and I love these because now you can put them in containers. You can put them in your mixed beds and they're not going to take over. It's just an easier, better looking, plant in the garden. Something fun about this is they're going to live for years to come. If you put them in the ground or containers, they can handle those winters down to -25 below zero. It's one of our most cold hardy plants that we have.
So really anywhere across North America, you're going to be able to plant these and enjoy them coming back season after season. If it's going to be put in a planter, what do we need to do? Do we need to bring that planter inside or can we leave it out?
Nope, leave it outside. That's
like
right.
That.
They can the roots can handle it. And this is one of your 3 and it's going to grow into what you see on set. The very first year I do have on the table the stone crop, which you saw earlier. These are a great companion plant. If you love ground cover, if you love the Echinacea, pick up each other and put them together in the yard. And here's the thing. People that have trouble with deer, you got to grow this. Deer do not like these.
Oh, so it will help to prevent them from coming over to your veggies.
Well, no, but they're just not going to eat
They're not going to eat this. Got it, okay.
So you're going to have some flowers that are going to make it. And these bloom about 4.5 months solid every single summer.
That's a lot of bloom time. 4.5 months, I mean, you're talking about a quarter of the year that you're going to have this all bloomed out. Let's talk about the warranty, though, because that's another great reason that people pick up on Roberta's plants.
Well, we're happy. When you're happy, we assure your satisfaction for the perennials, like this Echinacea, for 1 year, and your annual and tropical plants for 90 days from the time of shipment. Justin, if for any reason your results don't match your expectations, if you need replacement plants, you have questions, please give us a call, shoot us an email, and we're going to be there with you every step of the way.
There we go. That's why we shop here at QVC for Roberta's. It's why you've done it for literally decades. How many years?
27.
27 years here at QVC. I'm just thinking back to if somebody bought that long-haired, the ponytail one 27 years ago, what that would